why do I live in Madrid anyway? It's a little weird for an English-speaking YouTuber to live in a country where most of the people don't speak the language. And I do speak Spanish, but I've been asked before, like, why don't you live in the United States? Like, you can make better videos there. And I just want to show you that I'm in Seoul, I'm in the city center, and just everybody's out and living their lives, and it's on 0.5, I don't know how much you can see, but I think the main reason that I'm still here, the reason that I came here is because my family is here, my mom's job is here, and during COVID I took a year off school to get my master's degree at a Spanish school, and that was a few years ago, and I'm back living here. And I think the reason why is because it's something that I can't really explain, but like the city just has an energy to it. It has a magic to it. It's I don't know, it has like the hustle and bustle of like a New York City or a Los Angeles, but the people are way better. The people are so nice. Everybody is just really knows how to enjoy life. They know how to relax and have fun. I tell people that like in Madrid, it's like not weird to like meet up with your friends at 10 a.m. and hang out until 4 a.m. the next day. Like just literally just spend hours and hours and hours hanging out together. And I don't know, I just think in the United States we don't really do that. We work a lot, and I definitely work a lot. I'm posting 3 videos a day, but so I have some of that in me, but like we work a lot, and for friendships it's like not as deep, it's not prioritized as much. And I just think that this is kind of funny to mention this when I literally am here, but there's this show on Netflix called Emily in Paris that I watched the first episode of, and it's kind of a silly show, but it makes an observation that basically like Americans kind of live to work and Europeans like work to live. And obviously you can't really like boil it down to that. Like I've met people here who are incredibly hardworking and very dedicated, and vice versa. You know, you can't like boil down an entire country to that. But I think what I will say is like during my master's program, I remember like my best friend from there, like it was like viewed as like a weird imposition to ask them to like do work on a Sunday, because like Sunday just is accepted in Spain to like spend time with family, you know, like enjoy your time with them. And I just think that even though like it's nice that my family's here and I can spend time with them, like I'm still definitely learning from the Spanish people about like just what life is really about, because we're here for such a short time. I have so many things that I want to do with like my channel and with my life, like beyond just like, I don't know, beyond just YouTube. I mean, I think YouTube is important to me, but I'm really happy that I'm here and kind of in a place where people just enjoy life a little bit more. By the way, I love the United States. I'm not like dissing it, but I really think people remember to actually live here. And it's really important to understand that, like, I don't know, like, I think that when you're a foreigner in another country, you sort of develop a better understanding of the country you're in than the people who live there, because like you have the outsider's perspective. And I think that like because of that, like talking about the differences of like why I enjoy living here versus why I consider living in the US, it's hard for me to explain the stuff about really the only cities in the US I've lived in are Boston and Los Angeles. The difference between Boston and Los Angeles and Madrid, because I'm an American, but I think the main difference is obviously the language. Also, it's just old. Like, look at this. It's just like a super old church, just like in the middle of the city, right next to like a Starbucks over there. It's just not really weird. It's just like very old. And I think that the city is so beautiful. I mean, I met somebody today who said that it's impossible for me to be sad when I'm in Madrid. And I don't know if that's necessarily true, but I think you do get some of that understanding when you live here. It's just like, even if like you're going through stuff or it's like a video I post doesn't do well, like I can just like sit on a park bench and like just look and like watch the people go by, and like you can see them, you can kind of understand just like the energy. Or maybe you can't, like maybe I'm just alone in my love for the city, but I'll just say, like, I know how incredibly fortunate I am to like have a parent who works here and be able to kind of be on their visa and live here. I know a lot of people would like to leave the United States, and I definitely can't give advice on that. I just got lucky. But I will say that like living in another country for an extended period of time, it really does change your entire perspective on life, because you appreciate like where you're from much more. Like I think there's a lot of like America haters these days who just think that like, oh, it's like the worst, that sort of thing. And like there are good and bad things about any country, but like whenever I go back now, maybe it's just because I'm not there that much, but I really do appreciate it when I'm there. And it's really cool to be able to have that appreciation because I live somewhere else, I guess. And I think that like one thing, and I don't know if the viewers of this are going to be American or Spanish or whatever, but one thing that you might not appreciate about being American while you're, if you think that the country's the worst, is we really are a very optimistic and ambitious people. Like my friends here, I love them to death. They're just a little more pessimistic than I am. And I think that like that's why our friendship works, is it's kind of that contrast, And by the way, this is the Royal Opera House. It's pretty cool. I think I got a pretty cool spot to end the vid, so just watch until the end. But I just think that like, even if you're just in the same city that you grew up in or the same town or whatever, looking at it with like a foreigner's eyes of like where you can just see like the good in it. Because I think that a lot of people who live in Madrid love Madrid. But I would say that, not that it's a competition, but I really, really, really love and appreciate Madrid. And I think that wherever you are, you can just choose to either really love and appreciate where you are, or just say it's the worst, complain, like want to leave, that sort of thing. And I just think that this is a really cool old cafe, by the way. I don't really know where I'm going with that, but just appreciate where you are. I mean, I got lucky to move and be in a position where I know Spanish and it's not an issue for me to live here. But wherever you are, tomorrow or today, just act as if you just got there and see if you can look and just appreciate things. By the way, this is a quintessential Madrid experience. Just everybody hanging out at the bars. This is what I'm talking about. Like, some of these guys have probably been hanging out for like 12 hours today. And it's not weird, it's just normal. But just try and find the good in wherever you are, and know that, like, just even the fact that you're alive is a miracle. And there's really something to be said for just really, really appreciating the gift that is your life. Look, the moon's out. I think you can sort of see where I'm taking you, but we're not quite there. These gardens here. The city really just is a complete knockout. So, if you can't come and visit me here, I hope this video can kind of do the city a little bit of justice. I don't know how much justice I'm really doing it, but do some of it justice. Beautiful fountain here. Oh, actually, let's do a quick detour. You see it, you see it. It's right there. I'll take you there at the end of the vid. But there's this cool statue park here. And it's just like, people want to shit, you know, life still happens. But yeah, there's just like these really cool, like old statues from way back in the day. I'm kind of a bad European. I don't understand any of the history really, but I appreciate it. And this is just like free, you know, like this doesn't cost any money. You can just walk around and explore and have fun. There's a really cool cathedral down there next to the palace. And life is good wherever you are. It's not just in Madrid or in a city that you want to be in. It's everywhere. So this is the royal palace. The king doesn't really hang out here, but he used to back in the day. They have like a little museum tour. It's pretty fun. And there's the view of the city down there. Try not to get hit by a bike to show you guys. But yeah, that's it. Don't subscribe. Love you guys. Bye.